Hey there, it's Sandy Freshy, Human Design Specialist, and I'm here with a quick video for those of you who struggle with being consistent and being seen. I want to show you on the Human Design body graph what that may be about, and I want to share with you some things that I've recently become aware of through my own experience that may help you in your struggles to really feel like you're seen and like you have a consistent direction in your life. Now, if you look on this body graph, you'll see this white diamond, and this is the center for identity, love, and direction. And on this body graph, which is actually my body graph, it's undefined, which means if you have a white or undefined G center as well, that's what we call the center for love, identity, and direction. If yours is undefined and you're struggling with consistency in your direction and you're feeling like you're not really being seen and recognized for who you are, regardless of your energy type. I know that projector energy types struggle with that regardless of what's going on in the G center. But if you're a generator, a manifestor, or a reflector, you may also feel like sometimes like you're invisible. So this is the center, if it's undefined, where you have an unlimited capacity for experiencing other people's directions and other people's identities. It's a real gift in becoming a shapeshifter, so that you can go and be amongst a multitude of different people and cultures and sort of be accepted by all of them, because you can kind of show aspects of yourself or hide aspects of yourself so that you fit in. Now, here's where it begins to work against you, especially if you're starting to feel like you're not seen for who you are or not accepted for who you are. There's a tendency with the undefined G center to want to hide aspects of yourself in order to continue to get love and acceptance from other people. Because intrinsically, this undefined G center, it makes it so that you are here to receive love. And the shadow side of that is that you will contort and hide what you're all about in order to receive that love. And that's not really the healthiest experience of what's possible through the undefined G. So this has come up to the forefront of my awareness recently. I live in an area of the country where the general consciousness would not necessarily accept the so-called woo-woo things that I'm passionate about. And one of those things is human design. So without even realizing it, over the course of the 6 or 7 years that I've lived in this part of the country, I've sort of dimmed my light and hidden that piece of myself. And if you've been following me online, you've probably kind of seen that over time, where my main site that I used to have would talk around human design, but I was kind of hiding behind the legitimacy of being a life coach, even though that's kind of nebulous in and of itself. But I would never really come out and consistently share my passion for human design and what that's all about. And subconsciously, it was because I had this fear that I would not be accepted. If people in my local area went to my website and they saw that, I would somehow be judged and not accepted. So not only was I hiding from other people, but I was hiding from myself, because I was sort of dancing around this whole thing of, I'm a human design specialist. I can read charts and share these incredible things about other people to them and really turn them on to who they are. And I would minimize that by saying, oh yeah, that's just an aspect of what I do. It's not really what I'm about. It's just, this one little skill that I have. When in actuality, every time I see somebody or I meet somebody, I really want to know what their design is. I really want to get into that. And my heart wants to share with them what that is. Of course, my strategy, as a projector, is to wait for the invitation. So I could hide behind that as well and just say, oh, well, that's not important. No one has invited me. And I would never share these types of things with people who weren't genuinely interested. But what happened in the last year is that I took a little break from working my business, my human design, my woo-woo stuff, and I went into real estate. And I learned how to do face-to-face networking, to do networking lunches and one-to-one networking. And inevitably, when we would start talking about what's your passion, you know, what's your drive in life, what are you excited about, when we would start sharing that, inevitably, if the person was open to it and really genuinely interested, I would pull out the app on my phone, get their birth date, and share their chart with them. I could not help myself because it was being invited out of me. And what I realized is that all of these years I've been hiding from myself, hiding this passion from myself, and hiding it from people who would actually be genuinely interested and would benefit from what I have to share. And somewhere along the line, a switch flipped. And all of a sudden, I've been filled with courage to just be who I am and steep myself in my own passions. I don't know what did that. Perhaps it was the spontaneous practice of being recognized and not being able to help myself and sharing my passions and being recognized and affirmed for that. Perhaps that was the piece that gave me the courage. But whatever it is, or whatever it was, what I learned is that courage is a really big piece of coming out of the closet and just showing up as who you are. And courage is what attracts the correct conditioning field so that you have a container to support you in consistently doing that. So if you have this undefined G and you've been following your strategy and you've been perhaps waiting to be seen and feeling like you're not seen or you're not understood, take some time to reflect on how you may be hiding from yourself, how you may be minimizing what you're about, what your passions truly are, and what you're here to share with people around you. And in addition to that, begin to pay attention to your environment, the people around you, and what's in your conditioning field that would lend support to your ability to really have the courage to consistently come out as who you are. We're at a time in our world where we really can't afford to hide anymore. The world needs what you have to offer. And if you've been hiding from yourself, it's time to really just step out and be. Be courageous and be grounded, because the people who are here for what you have to offer can't see you when you're hiding. So I'd love to hear how you've been hiding, or how you have been able to come out of hiding and really show up as who you are with all of your passions and all of what animates the love in your life, and how that has affected the world around you. So in this lesson of what not to do, it's please don't hide yourself, don't hide your passions, be who you really are. And you will be seen, you will be recognized, and you will be in the correct conditioning field as you follow your strategy and make correct decisions through your authority. You will find yourself in the conditioning field and among the people in the environment that will allow you to consistently show up as the person that you're here to be. So no more hiding for me, no more hiding for you. And if you want to check out my new, hopefully evergreen website that will grow with me as my business branding continues to get stronger, please go to sandyfreshy.com. If human design is new to you or you want to go deeper into it, you can sign up for my Harmonious Work and Life Human Design Kit, and there's a whole bunch of great stuff in there, great information, some videos, some recordings that you can begin to listen to and work with so that you can get to know what you're really about and shine that into the world. So until the next time, be well, be joyful, and we'll talk again soon.